Welcome to CognitionChunks. This information is for entertainment only. I am not trained in philosophy. Is this useful? Is this nonsense? Join me as I attempt to learn from GPT. Here is Pythagoras according to GPT. Episode 2, Cooking with Pythagoras. Pythagoras's dietary laws were quite distinctive, centered around the concept of avoiding foods considered too impure or connected in some way to the cycle of rebirth, which he and his followers wished to transcend. This resulted in a diet that was primarily vegetarian, possibly even vegan, and excluded certain foods that were thought to interfere with purity and spiritual clarity. Here are some insights into the kinds of dishes that might have been popular in Pythagoras's commune, reflecting these dietary laws. Key aspects of Pythagorean diet. Vegetarianism. Pythagoras promoted a vegetarian diet, avoiding meat due to the belief in the transmigration of souls. Eating meat could harm another soul. Avoidance of beans. Pythagoras is famously noted for advocating against the consumption of beans. The reasons are not entirely clear but are thought to relate to beliefs about the beans' effects on health and the soul, potentially because they were associated with the underworld or because they might cause flatulence, which was seen as impure. Some ancient sources suggest that Pythagoras believed beans contained the souls of the dead. This belief could be linked to the broader Pythagorean concept of transmigration of souls, where the soul passes into another body after death. Beans, growing with their roots in the ground, might have been considered as a link between the earth, where the dead reside, and the living. Some modern scholars have speculated that avoiding beans was a symbolic act against democratic practices in ancient Greece, particularly in Athens, where beans were reportedly used in voting. Simple, natural foods. The diet would focus on foods that are in their natural form: grains, fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Sample dishes inspired by Pythagorean principles. Barley and wheat pottage. A simple dish made from barley or wheat cooked into a porridge-like consistency. This could be flavored with locally available herbs and perhaps sweetened with honey if diets permitted. Boil barley or wheat in water until porridge-like. Fresh vegetable platters. Raw vegetables such as carrots, cucumbers, and perhaps some types of squash, served plain or with a simple dip made from crushed nuts and herbs. Slice raw vegetables like carrots, cucumbers, and squash. Fruit salads. Since fruits would be a major component of the diet, a fruit salad incorporating figs, apples, pears, and pomegranates, seasoned with a drizzle of honey, would make a refreshing meal. Combine figs, apples, pears, and pomegranates. Roasted nuts with honey and spices. Nuts could be roasted and tossed with honey and perhaps some cinnamon or other spices that were available at the time. Roast nuts until golden. Herbal teas. Beverages might include teas made from mint, chamomile, or other herbs that were known for their soothing and medicinal properties. Steep herbs such as mint or chamomile in hot water. Serve the infusion warm. Olive oil dips. Given the availability of olives, olive oil mixed with finely chopped herbs could serve as a dip for bread made from wheat or other grains. Mix olive oil with finely chopped herbs. Lentil stew. Although beans were avoided, other legumes like lentils might have been acceptable. A stew made with lentils, onions, garlic, and a mix of herbs would be nutritious and align with the dietary restrictions. Cook lentils with chopped onions and garlic. Add herbs and simmer until stew is thick. Flatbreads. Simple flatbreads made from grains other than beans, possibly topped with a spread of olives and herbs, would complement any meal. Prepare dough from grains other than beans. Roll out into flat shapes and cook on a hot surface. Stuffed vegetables. Vegetables like bell peppers or grape leaves could be stuffed with a mixture of grains and herbs. Hollow out vegetables like bell peppers or grape leaves. Fill with a mixture of grains and herbs. Cook until the vegetables are tender. Culinary philosophy. The culinary philosophy in Pythagoras's commune would likely emphasize purity, simplicity, and harmony with nature, reflecting his broader philosophical and ethical beliefs. The focus would be on consuming foods that contribute to the health of both the body and the soul, fostering a sense of connection with the natural world. These dishes not only adhere to the dietary laws associated with Pythagoras, but also provide a window into how ancient culinary practices were deeply intertwined with philosophical and spiritual life. Thank you for joining us for another Cognition Chunks. Please like and subscribe.